I am unpleasable.
It is a fully autonomous taxi.
It was cool.
Got us from A to B.
Yeah, yeah.
No wrecks in the middle of Vegas.
There has not been an EV I'm more impressed with than that system. It's gonna take over.
All right, so I ran into Josh and Jessie here at the Zoox stop. They just got off their ride.
I never felt like it was not in control of the vehicle.
I like it.
It's a fully autonomous vehicle.
Now here's the
on
thing.
the freaking road.
Because Bezos is a mean girl.
He's a mean girl.
Let's go have a steak.
We've been in the Robotaxi, and we've certainly heard about R2 and the autonomy coming from NVIDIA and their partners at Mercedes and BMW, but this is going to be our first time riding in a Zoox. All right, guys, so this is us, 9F3. So join us as BoweFamilyEV opens the door to the future. Come along on our very first Zoox ride. Let's get started. There we go. Okay, to start the ride, we just press this button. It says we're going to arrive in...
I hope you enjoy your ride. If you need help, you can use the help menu on the touchscreen.
Okay, we're on our way. There's also a wireless charging app down here for my phone. So down here on the touchscreen, you do have music control, you do have climate control. You can adjust whether you want it warmer or colder. There is room for 4 passengers. There are currently 2 empty seats in front of me, and then on my side, I've got my bag here, and then I've got myself here. As we look up, you can see there's like a panoramic skylight right above. You don't really get much of a view out of the front window. There's like this mesh screen there, and if I look behind me, you can kind of get that same mesh screen view. I wish that wasn't there because it really blocks what's going on out the front or back window. And I gotta say that takes away from a bit of the experience. You do have these side windows here on the left and the right that you can look through. It's a very safe vehicle. It does have lane positioning. The braking seems a little bit abrupt sometimes, I'll say. It could be a bit smoother, I would say. The turning seemed fine. It's looking out for pedestrians. It's trying to be safe in how it merges. It's been fine with the turns. Right now, the way it's operating is a combination of LiDAR, cameras, and radar. And so that's how it's getting around right now. The suspension seems fine. The cabin noise is great. It hasn't been too noisy or loud. I'm not having any issues with motion sickness, really. Maybe if some people don't like to sit backwards, like I know my wife doesn't, that would be something you want to consider and think about. When you're looking on the screen, and I'll show you that right now, all you really see is your estimated time to arrival, and you don't see a map necessarily of where you're going. You can see a map on your phone, so there's that. As we look out the window, there is another fellow Zooxer, and again, just with all the different pillars, you see there's just no real great view, to be honest with you. And in a city like Vegas, it's kind of a shame. As we zoom out here, you can see we've just got, you know, pillar, 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 you know, just obstruction. Everything in here is an obstructed view. We're about 5 minutes away from the Bellagio, and on the app, it will show you where the drop-off point is, and it will allow you to follow along and see your progress, which is really nice. I do like that feature. I do think it should be on the screen as well. I think that would be a nice added touch, along with the speed that you're going. All right, we are coming up to the Bellagio and the fountains. It does on the screen say we are now arriving soon, so we're just gonna go to our drop-off spot. Okay, so it tells me to open the doors at the bottom of the screen. It also shows me that we've arrived on the app. So we're gonna grab our stuff and we will be done. So let's press that button. And the door is open. All right, so I ran into Josh and Jessie here at the Zoox stop. They just got off their ride. And what are your thoughts before I share mine?
It's my first time in a fully autonomous vehicle. And we just drove 20 minutes across the Vegas Strip.
Yep.
Comfortable. I never felt like it was not in control of the vehicle. We left a hat inside.
Okay.
The moment we stepped out of the vehicle, they called us.
Okay.
reopen the door, let us get the hat. But I mean, like, I think it's really cool.
That's awesome. Jesse, how'd it go for you?
I like it.
Very cool.
I really do like it.
What do you think?
It's something that is going to take over. Now, the Chris Bowe opinion.
You know, I'm an opinionated guy.
No!
So did you hit much traffic on the way here, or was
Yes.
it, did you?
On
Okay.
the strip, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I had when it was going on its own pretty smoothly, I thought it was great. I thought it was smooth. I thought it was quiet. I thought it drove well. I thought when it hit stop and go, and I thought there were a couple moments when like a pedestrian came out, I thought it was like really abrupt. I thought that was as much about like humans being humans and it having to react to it, I guess. And I thought the thing that bothered me the most though was that you're in this incredible city like Vegas, and if I saw it like in New York or San Francisco and I want to see the thing around me, I found that it was like everything was an obstructed view. Like I couldn't see through the screen, the mesh screen, which I thought was unnecessary behind me.
They made the inside the experience.
Yeah. And so like on my phone, I could see a map of where I was going, but there was no map on the screen inside. There was no like.
We didn't order it, so we didn't have the actual like back end experience.
Yeah.
There's no pleasing you.
There's no I am unpleasable.
He's unpleasable.
I am
It is a
unpleasable.
fully autonomous taxi.
It was
that got
cool.
us from A to B.
Yeah.
No wrecks in the
Yeah.
middle of Vegas.
You were drove in Vegas with magic, and you're not impressed.
Right. It was fine. It was cool. Yeah. It magically drove me like a magic carpet.
Jeff Bezos drove you around town, and
yeah.
we were just
Jeff, we talked about that. We talked about it was a Jeff Bezos Amazon sponsored machine. We talked about that, and that was cool.
Jeff
and
Bezos drove you around town, and you're still not satisfied.
yeah, just another billionaire.
But have you done Cybercab?
I did.
Or
Yeah,
was it better?
it was better.
Okay.
Yeah, cyber.
Hey, Jeff, I don't know about this guy. He's just
Another
you know.
CEO that I've pissed off apparently. another CEO that I am.
Rivian just
Mean
called
girl.
me up and
Right,
canceled us.
right.
Mean girl, Jeff Bezos.
Mean girl.
Yeah, I've transferred my mean girl angst. I've got a new mean girl, and it's no, but it's fine. It's good. Yeah, it was. I think it was. If you're gonna be,
It's a fully autonomous vehicle
Now here's the
on
thing.
the freaking
I will
road.
say, there's nobody in my life I can ask who has also been in a cyber cab and this
yeah,
as their opinion, and he has said the cyber cab is better.
it is better.
I approve your message, and I can't
Yeah.
wait to ride a cyber cab.
Yeah, I think, and there's a couple reasons to me it's better. One, you can actually put luggage in it, right? So
There you go.
if all, let's say there was 4 of us, if it was Dez and all of us together, and we all have bags,
Tight, yeah.
and there's no place to put the bags, right?
There's a Carlisle.
And,
Call out,
yes, shout out.
referee.
And then I think, so then I think that the next dilemma there is, so again, we're in this amazing place, and it's great to look at each other. I mean,
You do have the full glass roof that's unobstructed.
not true. So I showed, if you look at the full glass roof, dead center in the middle of that glass roof is a giant obstruction
I'm
bar.
talking about the Tesla.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about. Yeah,
The-
it is fully obstructed.
Unobstructed. Yeah, and I've seen like buses and stuff where the sliding glass door again is like doesn't have a giant pillar between them. Like everywhere, like coming alongside us was another Zoox, and I wanted to like film and take a look at it, except like you can't see it. There's quadrants of bars everywhere you look, and if I try to look in front of me, behind me, if I try to look at the big
You
buildings,
see how many people were filming you walking down?
no, you know why I couldn't see them?
There was.
I couldn't see people filming me. You know why? Because every view was obstructed.
Because Bezos is a mean girl.
He's a mean girl. So no,
Too
it
many
was.
bars.
Look, it was a cool experience. There is nothing like it in Vegas, except for the Robotaxi. Well, no, the Robotaxi's not in Vegas, so there's nothing
Not
like it in
yet.
Vegas.
I bet
We're
very soon.
not from San Francisco. Where you
Yeah.
have all the technology, so that's my first time in a fully autonomous vehicle, and I could say I felt like it was in
I
control.
think I would like that better than I would a, not knowing it yet, but the Waymo
Yeah.
Jaguar. I don't know.
It's a cool modernized
Jaguar.
experience.
Sorry, Jaguar.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was fine. I think especially for a place like here in New York, where a lot of people just want to get in and get to. And here's the other thing: is it's much more. I said it was much like a hybrid, where it's like a bus stop. You can go from this predetermined point in a geo-fenced area.
It's early. It's early.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So there's just some, again, compared to like a point to point. I can give it a specific address.
I like it better than Uber or Lyft.
Yeah, and so that was kind of that's the question, right? Is
I like it better than Uber and Lyft.
Yeah.
I probably would like the Cybercab better.
yeah, I think once you've experienced a cybercab, there's just another level that it takes it to. But
We haven't checked that out yet, but I would love to.
yeah,
It's kind of like when you eat a cookie, you have a big piece of birthday cake.
yeah.
Cookie don't look so good. I don't know where the hell that was going.
Well, there you go. So let us know what you think, guys. Would this replace your Uber or your Lyft? And let us know in the comments. If you're watching this on mobile, hype it up. That kind of stuff, that engagement helps other people see this type of content, helps the channel grow. Love to hear your thoughts. Share it, like it, subscribe, and check out the other stuff that we have on the channel. And that's going to wrap it up from this one. We're going to hit up the Bellagio or something else like it. We will see you on the next one.